Okay, it's 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, May 4th on Thursday. Welcome to the Week 5 webinar. Week 5. You are halfway through the program. It's time to get excited. So I hope your motivation continues. As I talked about in Week 4, I know this is a lot of work. I know some of you are tired. I know you've got other commitments, from family to friends to work to other activities. Please, please, please hang in there. This is not the time to go take a break. I hope this course keeps you academically stimulated, is interesting from an intellectual basis, gives you the chance to work with your other colleagues in the program. And as always, I'm here if you need anything via phone, email, or telegraph. I don't know how you send a telegraph anymore, but I'm sure there's still a way to do that. So again, I like to keep these to 10 minutes and give you some hints on first some highlights of what we saw the week before, but this week is really about Week 5 and what I'm looking for. So I did just get off of a 1-hour webinar with all the other professors for this program, and I've got to tell you, I bragged about you all, none by name. I basically said I think I had the best class. You're motivated, your discussions have been excellent. You're supportive of each other, your groups are doing well, and we are ready for success. So you got to hang in there for 5 more weeks, and I know you can do that. So let me bring up the screen here and tell you. Here we go. Okay, so we're into Week 5. So yes, now I told you during Week 4, don't get excited yet. You're in Week 5. You can now get excited. You really can. But that doesn't mean you can take it easy. Please don't slow down. So there are a lot of graded events left. There's still a lot of intellectual work left. This is not the time to slack off. Don't let your grades slip. So you really know that's important. I think you probably all saw that I've already graded your Week 3 and 4 discussions. In this case, I only made general comments for the overall group because I saw some trends. So let's discuss those briefly. Your discussions are a big part of your grade, right? So we all know that. There's no surprise there. Hang on, I'm trying to bring the screen back up to me. Your discussions are a big part of your grade. You need to take them seriously, and to do well in discussions, you need to do your readings so you can reference your readings in your discussions. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is the syllabus clearly states that it's looking for your initial discussions being written down by day 4 of the week: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, your first submission should be by Saturday. You're doing a disservice to yourself and to your colleagues if you're waiting until Tuesday to submit your first submission or to respond to their queries. So I'm looking for lively dialogue. I'm looking for organization in your thoughts. I'm looking for critical thinking. I'm looking for references to other models, business models we've discussed already during this course. But I realize that takes a lot of work. So try and hang in there. But if you didn't like your grade, or you thought you should have got a higher grade, I would say first you may want to take a look at the date on when that was submitted. Don't forget, I'm looking at solid responses and queries with your colleagues as well. It's great to tell them thanks for their post. As you know, I like to do that as well. But I'm also looking for a substantive dialogue, and it's perfectly appropriate to challenge people on that front. So don't worry about that. Your Week 4 papers on Jeff Bezos will be all completed by grading by this weekend. And I'm already going through those, and I'm really enjoying it. Bezos is clearly an interesting character. I think Amazon is a very interesting firm. We'll probably get a chance to discuss that a little bit more during the next 5 weeks as well. So let me go back to the screen and talk a little bit about Week 5. So Week 5 is on creating value through global strategy. This is really where we start to take a look at the foreign markets, the emerging markets. I think you're actually going to enjoy the readings this week. Hopefully you're already into them right now. And so let's focus on the group project and also take lessons learned from the previous group project. So a number of you have probably noted the project. This is part 1 of a several-part, 3-part study that will be based on both your industry and your company. That's important for you to recognize. So this is part one. There's a part two and a part three. So we're going to build on that. So please take it critically. Like anything, this is kind of your foundation, and it's important you get this right. So no, there is no paper length, and I think I've responded in the Ask the Professor section that I would be surprised if any papers are submitted under 10 pages. I don't have an ideal page number. A lot of that depends on your critical analysis and your thoughts. We'll talk a little bit about that. You can review the grading rubric that's up. What am I looking for? So first, sound writing. I'm still seeing some APA errors. I'm also talking about the flow, and that's a common issue that all of our professors talked about this evening. Was we're all looking for that, but I really want to see a flow in those papers. If it looks like 5 different people wrote the paper, that's not a strong paper per se. Your sourcing should be peer-reviewed academic publications. If you source it with a Wall Street Journal article, that could be fine and appropriate, but that is not a peer-reviewed publication. So make sure you're looking at those peer-reviewed publications. And at this point forward, I'm also looking for more than just US or Western sources. So there are some great Asian sources on business. There are some great European sources. Broaden your perspective a little bit, and the UM-UC library actually remains your best place to start. So please take a look at that. Don't forget to post the assignments folder, and that's a reminder that we have 2 people who still have to put your academic integrity in the assignments folder. That's important. If your academic integrity statement is not posted in the assignments, you will not get your final grade. Hope I don't have to repeat that again, but I will send emails out to those specific individuals. Additionally, don't forget your week 3 and 5 group evaluations. It's in the course content. I'm really looking at reading those as well, and it's important. And I also hope you do take it seriously on the importance for the groups to set up a timeline, make sure you've done the readings, review what the group assignment is, task it out, and continue to communicate. Those are the basic rules I'm looking for that you should follow on this. And if you do that, I think you'll be fine. So a little bit more on the group paper. Apply the lessons learned. I do thank the groups that really took the time to do that, and I think it'll make your week 5 papers better. This is pretty much everything I just went through. Don't forget your individual discussions. So let me say a word on where I think we are. I think the high water mark for this course, frankly, is this group project starting this week and then going into week 6 and 7 as well. So take this seriously. I actually think this can be a lot of fun. Be able to justify the industry and the company. And what I mean by justify in this case is, from an academic perspective, make sure there's enough information out there to support what you want, where you want to go with a group paper. But secondly, remember that you're going to be dealing with this same issue for 3 weeks. So that's important as well. That's about all I've got. Gee, I didn't even take 10 minutes this week. I'm available online. I'm available on phone. Let's go get them. Let's have a great week. Thanks. This is week 5.